Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome, Mr. Bergen. I will start with the fitness to serve initial questions that I asked Ms. Mason. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement related to this kind of conduct?
No.
So, Mr. Bergen, having served in several congressional offices, being a veteran, if your office is anything like mine, a lot of the constituent services requests come from veterans. Did you find that to be the case in your service for your congressional bosses?
Absolutely. I mean, it's my observation that it's actually the primary outlet, and one of the reasons why this relationship is so valuable is that you represent the veterans in your state, so are a tremendous resource for us to work together.
So I would think that you would consider our ability to respond to veterans who call our offices for help, that would be a priority for you to make sure that the VA responds and provides the kind of information that the veteran is looking for. And a lot of times it's things like, the ratings and all of that. And I think you understand the need to get back to them with these kinds of answers.
Absolutely, and just anecdotally, when I was first nominated for this position, I think I officially became a congressional office because I received at least 20 calls from veterans asking me about things that were going on and their requests as well.
So I hope that you can make a commitment to us that it will be a high priority for you to respond to congressional officers' inquiries on behalf of veterans.
Absolutely.
And in the reality is, though, that things are pretty chaotic within the VA. That the word chaos comes to mind. You have firings, you have canceling of contracts, et cetera, et cetera. And in order to respond to our inquiries on behalf of veterans, you need people to respond to them. And so I would hope that you're going to do whatever you're going to do to get the workers back, because when you start talking about another 80,000 or so more people being fired, that is not reassuring regarding a commitment to making sure that constituent services for veterans will be a high priority. It's a problem, don't you think? It's a challenge.
It's a big challenge. I agree.
And you acknowledge that the VA is a huge agency, and in fact, it is the largest healthcare system in the entire country. You have to deal with homelessness, suicides, all the things that your prior secretary has put at the top of the list. But from where I sit, and in fact, I have been told by my staff as they try to help veterans with their questions that they don't even get an acknowledgement that the VA has received their inquiry. I hope that that is something that you will fix, because if we don't even know whether the VA has gotten our inquiry, it's like we're just sitting there going, what the hell? So will you at least implement, yes, we got your inquiry, we're working on it. That would help.
I think that's a fair standard operating procedure. And to that point, and just real quickly, we have 2 to 3 staff that do constituents across all of Congress. That's not enough. And we're working on filling those positions so that we can be more responsive.
And already we are seeing delays, and not only do we not get an acknowledgement that VA got our inquiry, but there is a delay now in getting answers. And really with the veterans, I don't need to lecture you on the importance of making sure that the veterans who served our country, that they get responses. It's very frustrating. We hear from so many of them who've said, I've been waiting months. You sound like the kind of person who will give a rip about those kinds of instances. You would want to fix it.
I will.
Okay. Well, a positive kind of an attitude. I like that. Yeah, and frankly, should you get confirmed, I look forward to the kind of changes that will be happening so that we can get responses, we can help our veterans, they can get answers, they can get delayed payments, et cetera, because you've been there.
Maybe
I
he
look
can-
for,
maybe he can
if
get-
confirmed.
Maybe he can get some of those 100 people cut from the OIG's office.
Maybe when you add to your staff